our equation is P equals M plus Kn. But we should not forget the question. We must do whatever we are doing, having in mind our question. Excuse me. They have told us that when 90 people gather, 12,000 viruses are produced. When 90 people gather. Remember we said, let P represent the production of the virus, and let N represent the number of people. So it means that our N is 90, and our P is 12,000. So we can say 12,000 equals M plus K times N. N represents the number of people. And they have told us that when 90 people gather, those 90 people produce 12,000 viruses times N, which is 90. So we shall have M plus 90K equaling to 12,000. We can call this one our equation 1. We go on. The question is still proceeding. They are saying, and when 100 people gather, 15,000 viruses are produced. When 100 people, meaning that now our N is 100 and our P is 15,000. So we can say 15,000 equals M plus K times 100, which we can write as M plus 100K equals 15,000. Equation 2. We are having now two equations. The first equation is M plus 90K equals 12,000. The second equation is M plus 100K equals 15,000. We are having two equations with the two unknowns M and K. We are having those equations. How do we call those equations which we have got? Yes, Joel. Joel is telling us that those equations are called simultaneous equations. That answer is very, very okay, very good. You need to clap for Jen. They are simultaneous equations. Now, we need to solve for M and K. We have talked about several ways of solving simultaneous equations. In our respective schools, we have used what we call elimination method. Tamsuza is also telling us substitution method. That one is also okay. Okwi is also telling us that, what is it? Graphical method. Yes, graphical method is also okay. Mugisha is also telling us that they also used what we call matrix method. So out of those methods we have talked about, you can choose any of your choice. You are free to solve those equations in any way you want. Remember, the one who is taking you through this session is Mr. Vector. Mr. Vector. So let's try to solve these equations. We are going to simply solve by elimination method. We are going to say solving our equation 1 and 2 simultaneously. We solve them simultaneously. Where are the equations? The equations are m plus 90k equals 12,000. And then m plus 100k equals 15,000. We are going to solve these equations. We are going to solve them. We are going to solve them using elimination method. To eliminate is to remove. For example, when we want m to disappear, what should we do? Because now we are having 1m in equation 1, 1m in equation 2. The coefficient of m in equation 1 and in equation 2, the coefficients are the same. The coefficients are those numbers written behind m. Here we are having an invisible 1 and also here an invisible 1. Meaning, when we either add those two equations or subtract them, you may find that m disappears. What should we do? Should we add these two equations for m to disappear? Should we subtract them? What should we do? Yes, Sebunya. Sebunya has said, since they all have the same signs, positive and positive, and they have the same coefficients, let's try to subtract them. Clap for Sebunya. Sebunya is a very good student. Very cooperative. He doesn't doze. Very cooperative student. Let's subtract these two equations and we see whether m can disappear. M minus m is what? Tom Sange. No, it is not 20m. 1m minus 1m. 1m, 1m. Huh? So 1m minus 1m, 0. M has disappeared. It has disappeared. It has disappeared. We shall say 90k minus 100k. What do we get? Yes, in Subuga. 90k minus 100k in Subuga. Yes, negative 10k. Very good boy. Equals 12,000 minus 15,000. 12,000 minus 15,000. Yes, Susan. Yes, Susan. Susan is telling us that 12,000 minus 15,000 is negative 3,000. Very good girl. Negative 3,000. I believe you can clearly see that m has been eliminated. M has disappeared. We now have one unknown k. Now, according to the knowledge we have of solving linear equations, can't we really solve for k? Let's try to see whether we can. Negative 10k equals negative 3,000. What should we do to get a value of k? Yes, Ogwal. Ogwal is telling us that we divide both sides by negative 10. It is very okay. Divide by negative 10, divide by negative 10. Negative goes with negative. Then this 0 disappears with that 0. K equals to 300. Yes. We are moving closer to obtaining the answers. We have got one of the unknowns. We have been able to get a value of k as 300. Now, having got a value of k, we are free to substitute for k either in equation 1 or in equation 2. We shall be able to get the value of m, I know, finally. What should we do? Which equation should we use? Joel. Hey, you are saying we use equation 1. Okay, let's substitute for k in equation 1. So we are going to say m plus 90k equals 12,000. Remember, we have got a value of k as 300. Let's substitute for k. We shall say m equals, okay, not equals, m plus 90 times 300 equals 12,000. What is 90 times 300? Let's multiply. 90 times 300, 27,000. M plus 27,000 equals 12,000. Yeah, we are looking for M. Let's get M. Let's get M. Let's put 27,000 on the right-hand side. I believe we all know that when a number crosses the equal sign, it changes the sign. If you have a positive 27,000, when it crosses from the left-hand side to the right-hand side, it will change to a negative. So we shall say M equals 12,000 minus 27,000. What is it? M equals negative 15,000. M equals negative 15,000. We have got the value of K. We have also got the value of M. What are we doing? What are we looking for? We are looking for an equation connecting the production of the virus to the number of people who gather. Remember, the production of the virus is the capital P. The number of people is the capital N. Meaning our equation must only have capital P and capital N. The M and the K should not be in our answer. Remember, we have got the value of M as negative 15,000 and the value of K as 300. Now we can write down our equation here. And we say P equals negative 15,000 plus Kn. What is the value of K? 300 N. So this is the required equation which they have told us to find. So the equation connecting the production of the virus to the number of people is P equals negative 15,000 plus 300 N. Yes, our part A is P equals negative 15,000 plus 300 N. This equation is very important. The equation connecting the production of the virus to the number of people. It's very important. Part B is telling us to find the number of people who gather for 30,000 viruses to be produced. Find the number of people N. When the virus is produced are 30,000, we simply substitute in our equation. And we say 30,000 equals negative 15,000 plus 300 N. Yes, we are looking for N. We are looking for the number of people who can make a production of 30,000 viruses. So we are going to put negative 15,000 on the left. We know very well what happens when a number crosses the equal sign. It will change from a negative to a positive. And we say 30,000 plus 15,000 equals 300 N. We shall have a total of 40,000 5,000 equaling to 300n. We are looking for n. We are looking for the number of people. So we divide both sides by 300, both sides by 300. This goes with that. This with this with this, by 3, 1, by 3, 15. So we shall have our n equaling to 150 people. So it means that if 150 people gather, they will have to lead to a production of 30,000 viruses. Lead to production of 30,000 viruses. Remember, COVID-19 has no medicine. It means the more viruses which are being produced, the more people to get the disease, and finally, we shall think about those people dying. So we have handled part 2. Part B. Now part C is saying, find the number of viruses that are produced when 600 people gather. When 600 people gather, we are still thinking about our equation, connecting the production of the virus to the number of people. Now the number of people, they are 600. We are looking for how many viruses which will be produced. Part C equals, going to be what? They are saying, find the number of viruses. We are looking for P, the viruses, equaling to negative 15,000 plus, when how many people gather? When 600 people gather. So it means that we are going to substitute n with 600. 300 times 600. So we are going to see that P equals negative 15,000 plus what? Plus 180,000. I think it is 180,000. So you are having negative 15,000 plus 180,000. That is the same as saying 180,000 minus 15,000. I believe our value of P will be 100, 600, that one, 165,000. 165,000. I believe you are seeing how dangerous people coming together is. Whenever more people gather, more viruses are produced. The last question is telling us, as a student, advise people on what they should do to prevent the spread of the virus. Give us the advice. We have had 90 people producing 120. Not 120, 12,000 viruses. And then 100 people producing 15,000 viruses. We are having 150 people producing 30,000 viruses. And then we are having 600 people producing 165,000 viruses. But remember, whoever gets the virus, since the virus, the disease, COVID-19, has no medicine, it means whoever gets the virus has got higher chances of dying. So it means for us to get rid of that death, we must do what we call social distancing, as we were advised by the Ministry of Health and the President. That is why they advised us to leave our schools, we go back to our respective homes, such that we stop the gathering. Because these gatherings have proved to be the simplest way of spreading the virus. We must not come together. We must ensure that we clean our hands all the time. We must avoid coughing. We must avoid sneezing, as we have always been advised by the President of the Republic of Uganda. Remember, the one who has been taking you through this session is none other than Mr. Vector. We are using our mathematics to handle issues comprising of a pandemic, COVID-19. My good learners, thank you for watching Google the TV. Thank you for supporting the e-learning teachers project. Thank you for being cooperative. For any inquiries, our numbers are 0773 538 009 and 0791 391 845. Remember, our interest is to ensure that you become successful students in your UCE examinations. I should always remind you that our motto is, if you develop the habits of success, you make success a habit. And I've told you that one of the habits of success is tuning in Google the TV for all the education programs, for all constructive programs which are put in place. Research shows that Google the TV has got the best programs. Support Google the, you will be successful students. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I remain Mr. Vector.